As co-facilitator of the 6th meeting of the Durban Forum on Capacity Building, I would like to once again welcome you all to the forum, and I'm looking forward to a lively discussion on the topic of enhancing capacities for adaptation in the context of NAPs and NDCs. Building up the necessary capacities within developing countries to tackle climate change presents many difficulties. The ambitious targets of the Paris Agreement mean we have to achieve a transformation of our economies in the pursuit of new models of development. For developing countries, this means strengthening our capabilities to transition from a project-based logic of adaptation to integrating adaptation into our new development into a new development model, helping us achieve the global adaptation goal. And making sure we can do this well, will require a very different and more ambitious approach to capacity building. Of course, adaptation is an extremely important component of the NDCs of many countries, particularly developing countries. So we are delighted that this is the topic of today's forum. Thank you.
And as a co-facilitator of the 6th meeting of the Durban Forum and Capacity Building together with Ambassador Rita, I would like to once again welcome you all to the forum and looking forward to lively discussion on the topic of enhancing capacities for adaptation in the context of NAPs and NDCs. So key inputs and interventions made by the resource persons and the audience today will be captured in a summary report, which will be submitted to the 47th SBI for its consideration. And I would like to remind everyone that the Durban Forum and Capacity Building is an open event, and everybody can participate in the discussion. And please do so very actively. It's a place where we get to hear the views and perspectives of parties and non-party stakeholders, as well as capacity building recipients and capacity builders in the climate change regime as a whole. The 6th meeting of the Durban Forum is being broadcast on YouTube. So don't make any weird noise, okay? People outside are waiting and also watching us. And YouTube link for the live streaming of the event is provided on the Durban Forum webpage. So if you want to send the link to your family or friends or your lover, now is the time.
And speaking of the Durban Forum webpage, this is where you can get all the information about today's program and resources useful for today's discussion, including the most recent compilation and synthesis papers on the capacity building work of bodies established under the Convention and its Kyoto Protocol, as well as on the implementation of the capacity building framework in developing countries, which have been prepared by the UNFCCC Secretariat.
As you can see from the program posted on the webpage, the 3-hour program today features a keynote presentation with the brief Q&A, a panel discussion with a Q&A, and 3 panel breakout discussions. The 2 Q&As and the breakout groups are there to give you sufficient time to raise questions and be engaged in the discussion. The program was designed to maximize audience participation, as I already mentioned, within the 3-hour slot. So please refer to the webpage for the program, information about speakers, and the guiding questions for breakout group discussion later on. So we do not have paper copies of the program, as we are trying to make the Durban Forum a paperless, eco-friendly forum.
Also, we would like to inform you that there is a participant evaluation survey online, which we encourage all of you to kindly complete after the forum. It is a very simple, easy-to-use survey, and the web link for the survey is also posted on the webpage. The online survey can be accessed for the next 3 days.
So, without further ado, Let us invite our keynote presenter today, my friend Dr. Zituni Udada. Zituni is currently head of technology unit at the economy division of UNEP based in Paris. Since joining UNEP in 2013, he has been leading work on the global diffusion of environmentally friendly technologies and sound technologies, or ESTs, to help achieve intergovernmental agreements on climate change, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, and the Sustainable Energy for All initiative. His keynote presentation will address the topic of enhancing capacities for adaptation in the context of NAPs and NDCs. So Zituni, now we would like to invite you to the podium and please go forward for your presentation.